everybody, welcome back. Sorry it's been a little while since I've made any new content. I just have not had the opportunity. If I did have time, the weather's been horrible. So finally get a nice day. I have the day off and I figured I'd come out and film a review for you. Today I want to talk about Palmetto State Armory, more specifically their AR-15s. If you look around on YouTube and online, you'll find a lot of different reviews talking about how reliable they are. And you'll see a lot of different torture testing, and these things can really seem to take a beating, especially for how budget friendly they are. As far as reliability goes and knowing it's going to go boom every time you pull the trigger, that has pretty much been settled with all these different reviews that you'll find online. Take this one for instance. I just finished this build last week. The finish on it is actually Alumahide 2 from Brownells. This is the Magpul Flat Dark Earth. And one thing, I've put about 90 rounds through it, and the deflector has no chips so far. It's some tough stuff. But again, as far as reliability goes and knowing that that'll actually go boom when you want it to, it will go boom when you want it to. Now, that did not hold the bolt open on the last round, and you can see the bolt just closed when I dropped this mag. As far as this specific setup goes, my only complaint so far, double check that that's clear, my only complaint so far is this magazine. This is the Troy Industries Battle Mag. And I've used these in the past, and I've not had an issue. But this one specifically, it's not catching the bolt the way it's supposed to. Right there, it didn't catch it at all. And then when I brought the bolt back, it was actually the bolt landing right here on the follower. And I don't know if you can see that ding that it put in the follower. But I'm just not a big fan of these anymore. This is the only one I own. I picked it up because it was affordable and it was flat dark earth, but I'm going to stick with my Magpul P-Mags. So again, you'll find all these videos talking about reliability and whether or not they can, function in, extreme weather, extreme environments and stuff like that. And so far they seem to fare just fine. But what I haven't really seen is how accurate can these things shoot out of the box with factory ammunition. Because chances are, if you're purchasing Palmetto State Armory, if you're looking for that budget-friendly build, you're probably not going out and buying the most expensive match-grade ammunition. So I want to see just standard ammo, how well this thing can group. Okay, so again, I have my whiteboard out here at 50 yards, and I have 4 orange dots on it. I will be shooting first the PMC Bronze 55 grain FMJ. This is 223 Remington, not 5.56. I'm going to shoot it at the upper left. Got 5 rounds. Let's see how tight they group at 50 yards. Here we go. All right, weapons clear. A couple of those touched off a little earlier than I wanted to. I'm still getting used to this trigger, so I'm trying to line up my sights, and I'm putting that quarter pound of pressure on the trigger, forgetting that I switched it out for the Palmetto State Armory 3.5 pound match grade single stage, which has no take up, no travel, creep, or anything. It's just a wall. And it's got to be lighter than 3.5 pounds. I'd say it's probably closer to 2.5 when your finger's down here at the base of it. And it's light, it's crisp. All those hit where I wanted them to go, but I bet that grouping could have been tighter. Okay, next up is the Winchester USA M193 55 grain full metal jacket 5.56. All right, up next, the PMC X-Tac M855 62 grain green tip LAP. Last but not least, the AAC Sabre blade black tip. This is the 62 grain. It's also available in 55 and 75 grain. And I should have specified before we started here the specs on this rifle. This has a 16-inch barrel with a 1 in 7 twist. The optic that I'm using is the Sig Sauer Tango MSR 1:6, and very impressed with this optic, by the way. Here we go. All right, weapons clear. Let's go check out the target. All right, here we are, 50-yard target. So here is the PMC Bronze 223, 55 grain. That's well, about 1.5 inches for just some cheap plank and stuff. It's not terrible. The Winchester M193, that was me, not the ammunition. I kind of threw one, and like I said, with this group, I had a couple. I let a couple go. I wasn't 100% ready. The trigger's a lot lighter than I'm used to. The PMC X-Tac 855 or M855, it did much better. Got about a 1-inch group right there. The Sabre blade black tip, I really made sure I took my time with it, and it gave me about 1.75 to 2-inch group right here. I got one dead center, and the rest all came up here. So I'm not 100% impressed with it yet. That's nothing like what I thought it would be. I'll probably order a box of the 75 grain and the 55 grain and see how they do as well. But 62 grain M855, 62 grain PMC, or PMC, sorry, AAC Sabre blade black tip. All right, so that's going to wrap it up for today. I just wanted to test a few factory loads through it and see what kind of groups we can get. Now I should specify these are the groups, not that the rifle is capable of, but the groups that I'm capable of with this rifle and that ammunition. I could hand this off to the next person and he might shoot even tighter, or would shoot so loose that he'd swear this rifle is a piece of garbage. Honestly, I was expecting that AAC Sabre black tip to do a little bit better than it did. I was a little surprised to see that the PMC M855 actually gave us the best group out of those 4. If there's any specific factory load that you'd like to see tested out of this, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see if I can oblige in the next video. Again, I mean, each rifle has its own likes and dislikes. This one might shoot the M855 just fine, but then the next one that they send, you know, it might shoot M193 better. Next time I come out, I'm going to bring a few hunting loads out and see what kind of accuracy we can get out of them. I want to do some of the AAC 77 grain OTM. It's a very popular one for defensive shooting as well as match shooting. But until next time, everyone be safe, practice well, take care.